Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of the long-awaited JoJo show for the Part 5 anime of JoJo. We're here, and we're going to give you a show.
We are.
Alright? We normally do the Red Force podcast.
Yes.
Which is a One Piece podcast that, comes out, Wednesdays?
Comes out Wednesdays or Tuesdays depending on your time zone.
So, if you like JoJo, you like One Piece, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button.
Christian, what do we have in store for the people today?
We have Episode 1, review, discussion of JoJo Part 5.
Yes.
Episode 1, Golden Wind.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Fashion God Tournament section, Round 1. We also have the mailbag.
Now, Christian, we're just a couple of normal blokes out there in Australia, but what... For the people out there, who are we? What do we do? And...
Alright, so my brother Eric, he's a professional animator.
Yes.
He does art for, YouTubers. He's been around. He knows a few things about art, design,
and
animation.
Yes.
Currently about to finish industrial design degree. Know a lot about design, the aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
All that kind of, theory behind the design work.
What do you think? What's your background in JoJo, Christian?
Well, I started with the anime.
Yes.
Long ago, when it was first coming out.
Okay.
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Mm-hmm. Had to wait a long time for Part 4 to come out.
Yes.
Part 4 came out, and then I just read the manga. So I'm all the way up to date, apart from Part 8.
No spoilers here.
No spoilers. We will not spoil the show.
We're doing a week-by-week anime review.
Anime review. Now, Eric knows jack shit
No.
about JoJo. He knows a bit.
This is the Christian tells me what's going on. Usually he's like, oh, look at this, look at that. I'm like, alright. Seen a few of the major parts, Part 3.
Yeah.
Seen a little bit of that, a little bit here. Dio Brando, etc.
Now he's going to watch the entirety of Part 5.
I guess this is like a jumping on point for me in the series.
Yeah.
So if you're like me and you don't know what JoJo is and you view our other content, come along with me because I'm probably the fresh eyes perspective on it.
Yep.
And I also have compiled
some animation notes.
Gonna give a 5-star rating out of all the categories of set, but we'll get to that later.
A 5 gangstar rating.
Yes. I thought it was JoJo, so I might as well do stars.
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5.
Let's get into the anime recap / review.
Okay.
Of episode 1. Alright. Immediately, I'm enchanted.
Okay.
Shots of Naples, southern city of Italy.
Yes.
For the people out there who don't know, me and Eric both have Italian heritage.
Mm-hmm.
We've been over there. We understand the culture.
Very much so.
So, I've written notes for authentic points of how authentic is this anime at capturing the Italian culture.
Yes.
It scores well in some areas, doesn't score well in other areas.
Okay.
But we'll get into it. So the first shot, shot of Naples, beautiful sweeping shot, beautiful music.
Yep.
Got the piano accordion, got the acoustic guitar. Classic. Authentic.
Yep.
Right? We have scenes of police corruption and theft. Also authentic.
Very much so.
Naples, very corrupt city. Mafia runs wild.
Crime pit. Perhaps
crime
the crime
den.
Perhaps the crime capital of Italy.
You go a little further south. Get to
Naples,
Calabria.
pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
But Sicily is the famous place of the mafia. So this will be an important theme of JoJo Part 5.
Yes.
Italians, mafia, family, all that kind of stuff. So, people selling drugs. We go through all the scenes. Alright, so we see Giorno for the first time. Thoughts on Giorno's design?
The design of JoJo is interesting because it's like all the major characters, right? Have all these like crazy costumes,
crazy
hairstyles. I don't know. It's kind of this juxtaposition between like insanity, but also fitting the rest of the aesthetic of the show. It kind of works well. You're not really thrown off because it all kind of fits together.
See, part 5 is probably the most focused on fashion
Yes.
due to the location of Italy.
Okay.
You know, known for its fashion, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
It's in Europe. Iraqi really went deep to the fashion, to the culture.
It did.
You can see lots of suits, lots of, tailored stuff. A lot of anime bullshit with the cut things and the fucking little adornments. So, Iraqi, the guy who created, JoJo, did his research, understands, the fashion, understands the culture. So, yeah. He's got blonde hair, a little bit of a hint at something further along down the tracks.
Yep.
So, tourists asked Giorno where they could find Santa Chira, a church in Naples.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? One girl gets pickpocketed in front of Giorno. Giorno, smooth skills, steals her back.
Mm-hmm.
He has a kind heart.
Yes.
You have to understand this.
Okay.
Giorno has a kind heart. Very important for the series. But of course, he uses his ability to take a little surface fee for himself.
Indeed.
He's not all straight. He's a little bit crooked.
Yep.
He'll steal. He'll scam. But he's got a kind heart. He's just gonna buy.
Just a cowboy getting by on the streets,
Giorno, gets a cone of chocolate and pistachio gelato. Authentic mixture, authentic ice cream combo. We talked about ice cream on the Red Force podcast not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate, pistachio,
acceptable and common.
Common, acceptable. Giorno also buys a cone for the little kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind. He's very kind. Right? They're going to tell you this a lot of times. Giorno's very kind.
He's just distributing a little bit of wealth.
Making him, giving a little back to the
Hey,
people.
she would have lost her entire wallet.
Exactly.
You're just taking a little bit off
a
the
little bit of a
top.
service fee.
Whatever.
Alright? Music gives that sun-drenched coastal town vibe.
Yes.
Thoughts on the music of this opening part?
Well, Christian, I don't know how we want to do the ratings and whatever, but I have sound here.
Yeah.
Which kind of incorporates the track and the sound effects.
JoJo, notoriously known for its fantastic sound effects.
I've given it a 5 out of 5 stars for the sound, Christian.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Beautiful soundtrack, keeps the vibe strong. When it needs to get up pace, it gets up pace. When it needs to get tense,
Gets tense.
it gets tense. While we're here, the sound effects of the attacks, of the crunching, of the sweeps, top notch. Even the voice acting from the voice actors, detailed and nuanced, especially when other characters get hit.
Exactly.
So they get hit in the mouth. The splatter of the lips and the spit coming out of the mouth can be heard, as well as the scream coming out of his mouth. The bone crunching sound effects, coupled with some effect work, carries the fight scenes and elevates them to a high quality level.
If you don't know about the JoJo anime,
Yes.
you know how Iraqi is famous for his sound effects and the placement of sound effects on the
Yes.
screen on the panels. Those sound effects always appear with the letters.
For people out there who don't know,
Onomatopoeia, sound effects.
For people out there who don't know, right? Sound is perhaps the most important aspect of any
Sure, definitely.
visual medium, unless it doesn't have sound. But you fuck up the sound, you might as well throw it in the garbage. Doesn't matter how good
The animation.
the art or animation is. You need the sound to be top notch.
It is top notch.
Very, very high quality sound could often carry poor work. But not in this case.
Not in this case, because the
Because it works out
JoJo
poor.
The JoJo anime is a fine vessel.
It is.
Right? It's a finely tightly run
And
vessel.
we'll get to a few issues when we get there, but we'll continue.
We then move over to the airport.
Yes.
Some guy is operating in Luca's crime territory without paying the fee.
You gotta pay the fee.
Authentic.
Yes.
Authentic, gangster, crime, mafia.
A little bit of a service
Relations.
fee.
You gotta pay, everyone's gonna get a little payment. You gotta pay that with cops. You gotta pay the crime boss.
Hey, Christian, it's so authentic that it pretty much describes the problem in Italy today.
Well,
Everyone needs a cut for top. Until you got
Where's
no
my
money
cut?
left.
where's the little cut for Papa? You know what I mean?
I did you this favour
Where's my cut?
20 years ago,
Yeah.
where's my cut?
You've been disrespectful.
You gotta respect the man.
Gotta respect, alright? Luca wants his payment, you know? Luca gets mad at the guy because he values his family over Luca's quote-unquote friendship.
Yes.
You're disrespecting the man. You don't
You're
disrespect...
disrespecting the higher up.
Exactly. The guy then rats on Jono, who has just started running a little scam at the airport.
Yes.
Luca brutally beats the guy with his shovel.
Yep.
Alright? Interesting little detail from Iraqi. The letters on the shovel,
Okay.
do you know where they're from?
What are they from?
They are the ancient letters of Rome.
Okay.
In Latin, they spell this out, Senate and the people of Rome. Very interesting little detail on this shovel. They put the mark on this with all their tools.
Okay.
So,
What, the game?
no, like Roman, like
Or just
ancient Rome.
Okay.
So you know the statue with the wolf and the kid sucking at the teeth
Yeah.
of the Rome.
Yeah.
It's got a S.
Romulus and Remus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got SQ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's on all.
that's where that's from.
Okay.
So a very interesting little detail there from Iraqi doing his research. All right, now we cut over to Koichi. He's here. He's from Part 4. You know, pretty much the main character of Part 4.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know, JoJo is never the main character of a part.
Yeah.
Never. It's always somewhere else. It's always a side character that gets the most shine, the most limelight, and then the JoJo comes in at the end and saves the day. That's how it works.
Okay.
That's how it's always worked. And, you know, I'm not going to say who is the main character of Part 5, because that's a spoiler.
Okay.
But I think you might be able to work that out. So Koichi is here. He's looking for Giorno. You know, you can hear Italian over the speaker system in the airport. Very good little detail. Alright?
I'm like a
Telling people how much things are
Yeah.
and where to go.
good little exposition here, giving currency changes and explaining where, like, he's from Japan,
Yeah.
he's coming to Italy, the lira.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet the Euro. Very important.
Time for this, Christian. What are we talking about?
99?
99?
2000? I
Okay.
think. I think it might be early 2000s, 99.
Now, Giovanna points out
Yeah.
that he speaks very good Italian.
Yeah.
If you want authentic, Christian, if you want 100% authentic, I appreciate the line, right? Because in the viewer's mind, you're like, oh, so they are speaking Italian, but for the convenience of the Japanese viewer,
It's in Japanese.
it's in Japanese, right? Why not go all in
and just make them speak
and
Italian.
make it speak Italian and have subtitles? We have to read the subtitles in English.
Well, it's a Japanese product.
Why have Italians over the speakers and not
Well, here's the
talking
thing.
Italian?
Why do they pronounce Naples as Naples instead of Napia or Napola, whatever the fuck it is in Italian?
They kind of do. It's broken Japanese.
Bro, it's like half Japanese, half English, half Italian.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy mixture of
Also,
all languages.
he comes to the airport, and this is where it's going to get into the background section. And
Yeah.
we might get into this a little bit later.
Yeah.
Comes into the airport, characters in the background, completely stationary. Not doing anything. Now, two points to this. You could look at this two ways.
Yeah.
You don't want to distract for
I
the
was gonna
main.
say that.
You don't want to distract for the main character in the shot.
Yeah.
Which is fair. And it's delivering dialogue, so it's not that important. You're probably reading the subtitles
Yeah.
or looking at him because he's like, oh, people are familiar with JoJo, know the character, they're happy to see him. He's also small and he's in center shot, but, you know, could be distracting.
Now, I'll hold you there. JoJo manga, for reference,
Yes.
all the background characters are always blacked out.
Okay.
So to not take away from the shot.
Yes.
So that might be a little bit of an homage.
That might be a bit of a throwback. But it's pretty common in
Anime.
the entirety of the episode.
Yeah.
Background characters aren't really doing anything. They're just kind of stationary, which I understand is for like to set up, just to have focus on the characters, which kind of blends into the aesthetic of the background themselves. Very clean,
Yeah.
clean and detailed, but not too heavy in the line work to distract.
Yeah.
I get it that it's like there's like 50 episodes and it's a season.
Yeah, it's not a movie.
It's not a movie. If
not
it
a
was a
movie.
movie, they'd figure out with lighting and
They'll do it.
extra things to focus on the character. But that's another one. So, but what did I get background, Christian? Background, 3.5 stars.
That's pretty good for an anime.
Pretty good.
I mean,
I will add that later on, the background's pretty barren. Like there's no one. It makes it feel like the city's empty.
which part you talking about? You talking about the airport or
just
the
After the
coffee,
airport, and then from there.
the cafe?
Basically, after the airport, when there's supposed to be a lot of people,
Yeah,
makes it feel Napoli's a little bit ghost towny.
yeah.
But could continue.
All right. Giorno is entertaining the airport guards by stuffing his own ear into his head.
Mm-hmm.
Is this even possible?
Is it part of his ability or?
No,
is
it's
it
just
a thing
a
he
cool
can-
party trick you can do.
I guess I don't know.
Is it possible? It's
I'm
crazy.
sure someone out there can do it.
It's a crazy ability.
Mhm.
All right. At the end of this conversation, he slips him a cigarette pack with some little lira in there.
Yep.
Little bribe for the guards. Authentic. All right. You don't hand someone money. You slip them some cash. Slip them a little extra, a little pack of cigarettes on top.
Everyone's gonna get paid.
Everyone's gonna get paid. All right. You gotta pay everyone. All right. Giorno offers Koichi a taxi ride, but Koichi plays hardball.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much. This is not enough. What are you trying to do? You're trying to
Setting
scam
up
me?
that he's getting scammed because he's trying to finagle him with the math.
Yeah. Now, Koichi can speak perfect Italian
Mm-hmm.
due to Rohan's ability.
Okay.
Heaven's Door. For those people out there, Rohan, powerful character, can like write memories into people,
Okay.
kind of.
So he
So-
wrote Italian language into this dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, good explanation. Now you can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Koichi, eventually gets to go with Giorno. He places his luggage in the front of the seat. Giorno just hits the gas. You just got fucking scammed.
Mm-hmm.
But Koichi uses his stand ability to stop the car. Now, do you know what the stand ability is?
Yeah, it's like sound effects.
Sound effects. So he used the heavy sound effect to stop the car.
Yeah.
All right. He doesn't use any other sound effect in the episode, which is manga accurate, but it's like kind of weird. He's like only uses the heavy.
Yeah.
He's got other abilities.
I'm sure we'll see those later on.
Koichi stops the car. Giorno bails out of the car, but there's a little frog egg that hops away.
Mm-hmm.
Little hint to Giorno's ability,
Yes.
which is crazy and hard to explain and does all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we'll get some information later on. So then move on. Luca comes across Giorno about the situation. What are you doing operating in my territory? What are you doing? Where's my cut?
Where's his
We're
cut?
gonna have a good friendship if you follow my rules.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay the respects. So apparently Giorno is 15. Classic Iraqi. All these characters are like 15, 14,
I don't know about
16.
At least make him 20 or something.
Koichi is like 16.
He's just traveling
Fair.
the world.
Fair. Koichi's 16. You could, okay. He's a little kid.
I mean, it doesn't make
small.
context in like how he's getting around and shit. But whatever.
He's got a stand. He can do whatever he wants, alright? Alright. So, he's 15. He looks like a 25-year-old, like, Vogue model.
I can accept 18.
Sure, he's not absolutely yoked, like...
I can accept
Jonathan,
18, alright?
like-
He's thin, he's lean.
Yeah, he's not absolutely yoked out of his mind, like
Maybe
Jonathan, who was 15.
15.
Jotaro, who was 16
What
in
is he
part
like?
3.
What is he like? 6 foot tall now?
Yeah, crazy.
He just looks like a grown man.
Luca tries to intimidate him, the 3 rules of friendship. You gotta pay the respects.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to me. You gotta do it. Jono not having any of it. Well, I already explained to you. I'm not paying ya.
Mm-hmm.
I can get out of here.
Yep.
Luca gets mad. The wallet's dropped. Oh. Opens the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who it is? It's the man, the myth, the legend.
Dear Brandon.
Dear Brando. What? Who is this? A family member? What could this mean?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Alright. Giorno does his trademark, explaining himself more than twice is useless routine.
Yep.
This is his trademark routine.
This is his bit.
That all the JoJo's have like a routine.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Jotaro's had a routine. Everyone has a routine.
Okay.
This is Giorno's routine. tries to explain himself more than twice. He gets mad.
Mm-hmm.
He says it's useless. Why? He gets annoyed. Right? Doesn't want to explain himself more than twice.
Yes.
All right. The frog appears out of the gutter and jumps onto Jono. Luco gets frustrated. As Jono explains, he didn't do this. The frog has his own will, so it's useless to interfere with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Luca gets mad and tries to hit the frog.
Well, Luke is mad because he's
Another
another act of defiance.
Another act of disrespect. Not getting rid of the frog,
Yeah.
not paying him, saying no to him.
Yeah.
So he decides to hit the frog with the shovel. Little does he know that the damage done to whatever Jono makes get reflected back to the attacker. A little bit of a counter, alright?
How do you feel about this power, Christian? It's convoluted.
It gets more convoluted and crazier as the show goes on.
So-
You just have to accept it.
Okay.
The rules are set up in the first episode, and crazy stuff keeps on getting added on top.
As is JoJo.
As is JoJo fashion. So, although this is probably the most complicated
JoJo ability?
JoJo main character ability.
Okay.
So, strap in.
Is this a way for Araki to make his character be comparable in battle?
Yeah, because I don't know if this is Golden Wind's not really a really good battle stand.
Yeah. So he's more of a
So he's
tactic.
he's a support,
Okay.
does heals and shit.
Yeah.
So, again, JoJo, not really the main character of JoJo, so he'll support the main character.
Yeah.
Support all that kind of stuff. Now, where was I? Alright, so, Luca's head gets absolutely smashed in.
Yes.
With a brutal look to it. Just absolutely caved in,
Just concaved in.
dead.
Indeed.
Apparently not, though.
I mean, he's probably
Severely
dead now.
brain damaged.
Yeah.
Alright? Severely, absolutely destroyed. Then, Jorno walks away with his Muda routine. I wonder where I heard that before. I wonder whose son it could be.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I can't work it out.
The frog morphs back into the suitcase.
Yes.
Thinks this is a good time to talk about the animation and
Yeah.
a good morphing scene.
Yeah.
Now, 90% of this episode
Yeah.
is talking,
Sure, that's the way it
which I
is.
appreciate.
Yeah.
In general anime fashion, we ain't doing all the syllables.
Nah, but come on.
We're just
see.
opening the mouth, closing shut, which I appreciate. Morphing into this frog morph, good, very good.
It's the main ability of the main character. So
Yeah,
you
very
gotta-
good. Fights, good. On-model characters always appreciate, especially with the ridiculous character designs.
Yeah. How many line strokes are involved in these
Too many.
characters?
Too many line strokes.
Too many?
We might go into the line work as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this is the thing, right? Most of it's talking, but all you need is a few good moments for people to say the animation's good.
Yeah.
All right, you just need a few good moments,
Yeah.
and nothing bad.
What about the egg transforming into the frog?
Good,
Yeah.
but this Suke morph,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
So that's basically how it comes down to animation is fight scenes good, morphing and that kind of thing good. Talking standard anime, not much to talk about.
Nah, come on. Like, they do wide shots with them moving their body around, doing different poses.
They turn slightly.
They're doing more. They're
Most-
putting more effort in.
Most of these, most of everything's on threes, which is 3 frames per movement,
Second, yeah.
which is Japan standard, which is fine. Not really Western standard, more twos and singles.
Yeah.
There's a few singles. Basically, it comes down to talking mostly threes, including body movements. Body movements are simple, but they get the point across.
Yeah.
Twos and singles for combat, which is standard. Line work. I get it. All right. It's a manga. It's trying to replicate a manga, real thick.
That's the way it is, man.
Looks real thick. Complements the backgrounds because the characters' line work is so thick that they stand out.
Exactly. I think
I will add. Careful out there who's ever doing this.
Why is that?
You gotta keep the line work standard. Alright? You gotta keep the length standard when you're moving the face around. A little bit off, not a big deal.
Alright?
Not a big deal.
Alright?
But be careful with the line work. I gave animation 3.5 for this episode, and I gave line work 3.5 for this episode.
Alright.
There we go.
Now, where was I? So, he walks away.
Yes.
We get a flashback of Jotaro and Koichi trying to track down a mysterious figure. Koichi is walking down the street and just magically jumps into Giorno.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those out there, the mystical JoJo rule is stand users attract each other.
Okay.
That's how we always get stand battles and people running into each other all the time. It's just the rule of JoJo.
Yes.
So, those out there who are upset over that convenience, Iraqi said, I understand that, but I put in a bullshit rule to get around it.
Okay.
So, people attract each other. That's the fucking thing. Alright, so he walks down the street, bumps into Giorno. Some girls are wanting to hang out with Giorno, right?
Yep.
One girl asked to have tea with him.
Mm-hmm.
Not authentic at all. No Italian drinks tea unless they're deadly sick and need a little bit of healing.
Factual.
Because tea in Italy is seen as like a medicine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to be drunk on the street or at home casually. No.
You have a coffee, you have a biscuit.
Drink espresso, you eat a biscuit.
Yeah.
You don't have tea. Alright? Japan, pay attention, alright?
Alright.
If a girl asked me to have tea with her, and I was in Italy, I'd be like,
Are you from Italy? Are you from England?
What is going on? It's a trap.
Alright.
Alright, so loses an authentic point for that line.
Yes.
That small background line. Alright? Giorno uses he sold the suitcase, Get some cash. Hard cash. How much could this suitcase be worth? Because he's got a fat wad.
Yeah, well, I imagine he sold the contents of the suitcase.
Yeah, I know, but he's got a fat wad of cash.
Okay.
Alright. So then Koichi uses his stand to pin Giorno to the ground. Giorno uses his stand, gold experience, to create a plant under his hand to stop the damage.
Mm-hmm.
We get epic music with choir, with strings, with full orchestra.
Music very good.
Reminds you of anyone. Anyone.
Okay.
I wonder who it could be. I wonder who the father of this man could be.
We see the effects where it's with the stands here.
Yeah.
We saw a little bit beforehand.
How do you feel about the auras?
They're
They're
not
3D.
They're not 3D. They're visual effects, which is kind of different. But they're not egregious. They're not Ultra Instinct egregious.
They suit the
They
subject
fit.
matter.
They
Yeah.
fit. They're fine.
Alright. So then, he creates a tree and escapes. As Koichi, doesn't know his ability, he punches the tree. The ability gets
He
reversed.
slaps the tree.
He punches it with his ability.
No, he slaps it. Very important, Christian. For the exquisite
Sound effect.
sound effects
Of
here.
a slap hitting wood.
You hear the slap hit the wood, but the dude's made of metal. You hear that reverb, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Also the name of the stand.
yes, Act 3.
Reverb.
Yes. You hit the reverb,
Yeah.
you hear the reverb, you hear that metal ring. And then he gets thrown into the ground, alright?
Love that sound effect.
The sound effect sells this completely,
Yeah.
alright? Maybe and the camera shake a little bit.
Yeah.
Without that, doesn't work.
Alright.
With this, beautiful.
Love the sound
feel
design.
it. The sound design carries this scene
Yeah.
into something special.
Alright, so those who are paying attention, abilities can also be reflected when attacking whatever Giorno makes.
Yep.
Very important to keep track of all these rules. Alright. Koichi then calls Giorno out and tells him the situation. Jotaro reveals that it is indeed Dio's son, and to figure out if he's good and can be trusted.
Now, this tree scene
Yeah,
is basically the theme of the animation in this show.
yeah,
The tree morphing into the ability, going up, very good. Right?
Yeah.
All that scene. But, Giorno talking on the tree,
yeah.
it's just him scrolling up.
Well, he's pinned down.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the tree's just kind of moving up with him on it.
Yeah.
So, that's basically the encapsulates it. Very high quality bursts and standard,
Talking and...
pretty good talking.
Well, it's a standard. It's a standard.
Which
right?
works. It works. It works fine.
Okay. We then cut to Giorno, who was catching a tram. Now, thoughts on the 3D tram?
I'm trying to figure out if it's actually 3D.
It is. It's 3D.
Or rotoscoped on a
it's
3D model.
It's 3D.
Because when they turn the camera, right, in the internal
It's a mixture.
when they turn the camera in the internal train scene.
Yeah. The internal train's not 3D.
Yeah, but it's rotoscoped on a 3D model. Because when they turned it, it's too clean
Sure.
to be done by hand.
But the outside tram,
And
it's
the
3D.
car, maybe the cars in some scenes,
yeah. Background
not
cars.
not egregious to get me blood red mad.
There's no shine on these vehicles.
No, they keep it
They keep it
consistent.
in- That's what we want.
I appreciate it.
Enter Bruno Bucciolati.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Needs more zips on his outfit.
Well, you know, it's all in theme.
Yeah.
Alright. And he knows when people are lying.
Yes.
Sees the sweat, sees the glisten on the face. If he can taste the sweat, he definitely knows. Very interesting ability. Very interesting side ability to his investigative skills.
How do you feel about the homoerotic themes of JoJo?
It's everywhere. Right?
Okay.
You can't get away from it. You just gotta embrace it. Right?
Mhm.
Homoeroticism is part of JoJo. The fashion,
Part of the aesthetic.
the peak aesthetic that Iraqi is always striving for.
Okay.
He went full muscle, and then he went past. He went beyond muscle, and we're now where we are today
Okay.
in this extremely feminine, masculine mix of craziness.
You gotta appreciate the aesthetic value.
All right. He came to find out who hurt Luca.
Yep.
What happened? I heard it was you. All right, you lying to me?
Mhm.
All right. Gives him a little test at the start. You know, would you hand the money into the authorities? Jordan's like, no, and I can tell you're not lying. Little test to see, Jorno's will. Jorno's will.
Pretty long scene here of
Interrogation.
interrogation.
Now,
Classic JoJo fashion.
close ups on
The
face.
closes up, the eyes, the cuts,
screaming.
the split scenes of them together. Builds tension nicely.
Yeah, in the manga, this was a whole chapter.
I can imagine. We need all those cuts, Christian.
Little hints, little details. Showing
Animation
expressions.
floor.
Yeah,
Giovanna has his foot on the seat.
sure.
Not actually on the seat. Because
floating.
of the background, he's sitting on the background. It's kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
But there's no actual indentation on the chair, but small details.
Whatever. All right.
Yes.
Good
Good scene to build tension.
Giorno manages to bluff him
Mhm.
because he doesn't sweat when he tells lies.
Mhm.
He's very good at telling lies.
Yes.
It's very important for later. Bruno leaves the train, but not before leaving Luca's eye in his hand,
Yes.
in Giorno's hand, which then Giorno finds out to be in his hand. He's shocked. He starts sweating, and from the window pops Bruno's head.
Yep.
Bruno licks his face. You can taste the lie.
You can.
Thoughts on this animated lick? A new JoJo meme is born.
Yeah. He licked his lips previous scene, right?
Yeah.
And that was super detailed with the moisture of the tongue and the lips.
Yeah.
And then when he licks his face, I don't know. It works because
What about that scene where they're talking to each other and it's like it turns around and they're like
it
staring
turns
at
around
each
and
other?
that's what I was talking about the
Yeah.
rotoscope.
Yeah.
When he realizes that he's being caught.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, all these details on these outfits
Yeah.
would drive me insane. And I
gotta be done.
appreciate the 90-degree camera turn.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Alright, very good. Still on threes, but I appreciate the effort. Now, the reason why this lick works, is because it was set up and established. The tension is built.
Exactly.
Then the tension is broken. The audience feels relieved. Then you get caught.
Then you get caught out. Excellent direction from Araki.
Direction. Now, Storyboarding here, Christian. This is the succession of panels that are drawn out.
Sure, yeah.
Prove it. 5 stars.
Did you notice when he got on the tram, he opened the window?
Yes, 5 stars. Everything is here, detailed, no continuity errors, no errors in camera.
I think we have to appreciate that from the man himself.
Yes, Araki.
Who always does
beautiful,
this shit.
alright? This is what you need to strive for. Clear, concise, characters are always, you always know where they are, all that stuff. Very good.
Alright, now the fight between Giorno and Bruno starts. Bruno makes some strange zip-like cuts all over Giorno's body.
Yes.
And then Giorno brings out Gold Experience. Episode ends.
Okay.
Thoughts on the zip void effect?
It's fine. It's
Fine?
It's not offensive.
When I was reading it in the manga, I wasn't expecting a swoopy, voidy, mystical zone.
The reason why it doesn't work is because it's not emitting any light or absorbing any light. It's just kind of there. So if it because it looks like it has, looks like it would have the capability of pushing light out.
Yeah.
So I would like some lights on the zips, like just change the shadow around the zip. So have the light change around the zip so you can see that it's emitting light.
That would alter the source material and change the stealth elements of the ability.
Yeah, sure. So interesting kind of.
I was expecting like a space void with like a little.
So how it looks texture. Like in the manga.
Yeah, it's just a little space void.
Just like white dots and black.
Little white dots, little grey to mix it all up.
Okay.
It's blotchy and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not. I think it's a watercolor effect in the manga.
Okay.
Yeah. So, a little weird, but it's still cool. All right, episode 10.
Yeah, it's not offensive.
Ratings. Animation.
What are we doing? 10?
In general, 5 stars.
5 stars for the show in general.
For the show in general, first episode. Now it covered 4 chapters.
Okay.
The pacing on point.
Now, all right. What did I like? Setting characters up. Pretty good. Environment, pretty good.
Yeah.
Background issues and all that aside, not a big issue. Right? Kind of feels empty.
Well, I mean the environment of the culture.
Yeah, the culture is well set up and it's accurate enough.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like a ghost town most of the time, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Sure.
Maybe I'm the only one that notices that. I liked the tension, Christian. Or JoJo very good at building that tension.
That's what it's there for. Most interactions.
How long was this? How long are these episodes? 20
minutes.
20 minutes?
But this one was extra because it's got no opening and no ending.
Yeah. I was going to say content rich, content heavy.
4 chapters covered.
Pacing good. Interesting place to cut it off.
But just before the fight.
Yeah. I get it, it's kind of tempting me to
watch the next one.
Would I have liked to see... How long is this... well, let's spoil this, but... I was going to say, if this fight's short enough...
It's pretty detailed and long, because it's explaining...
It's explaining the abilities, so that's probably a whole episode.
Yeah.
So I accept that.
They'll probably finish the whole fight in one episode, which is like 4 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough. Maybe yeah. So, good to see... Yeah, everything's established well. Tension's built beautifully. You understand... You kind of understand the character's ability.
Well, it's all explained yet.
Not explained yet. I've already covered the animations, effects, so I'll just run through them. Storyboard.
Yeah.
4.5. Storyboard 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Animation 3.5.
Yeah.
Effects 4.
Yeah.
Sound 5. Masterclass in sound work here.
Yeah.
Line work 3.5.
I don't understand why you hate the line work.
It's not specifically the thickness.
Yeah.
It's just like small little details that are inconsistent sometimes.
Sure.
Which comes with
a billion lines on the characters.
Which comes with the ridiculous outfits.
Yeah.
And backgrounds 3.5. So overall, let's call it a 4 out of 5 for just the visual aesthetics. Content of the story.
Yeah.
I like the gang feel.
Yeah.
Right? Accurate.
Yeah.
I like the character, and I want to see more Bruno.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm gonna say good episode. Probably 4 out of 5 for me.
4 out of 5, I agree.
It's not like it's not the most action packed
Sure.
or hypest. It's just establishing things.
It's a good establishing episode. First episode of the show, you need to establish everything.
Yes,
Sure.
and it does that well.
But could have done with a little more fight, a little more action. Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have rearranged the episode a little bit more so we got a little bit more action and then we go back to a bit of Koichi and shit. But yeah, all good. All good. Follows the manga exactly.
Okay.
Like it's source accurate, which is always good. A pretty good episode. I can't lie. Love JoJo's back, finally. Took 2 years for this to come out. Maybe even 3 years. Took forever for this to happen.
What do I expect to see in the next episode? I expect to see this fight.
Yeah.
We're going to explain things.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how they're going to handle continuous fighting and action, because most of what we saw this episode was just bursty.
See, if you understand anything about JoJo, the characters don't move, the stands move.
Yes. Which
So-
is fine. But I want to see their shot composition for fights
Yeah.
in a more fleshed out
Sure.
way, and then we can judge where this season
Alright.
is going to end.
JoJo Part 1, Episode 1, Golden Winds. Great episode, 4 out of 5. Now, we're used to seeing the absolute atrocious train wreck of the One Piece anime, which is half a chapter pacing. Sometimes abysmal art, characters always off model.
Most... Just for context, most of the fucking One Piece episodes are probably half a star.
And
We can't give it a 0 because there's content.
yeah.
So...
I mean, the story content's there, but like everything else around it, like the whole package.
And then you get bursts of really good stuff.
Yeah.
But...
So that's just a comparison there. So, that's the end of the anime recap
Okay.
/ review. Alright, now it's time for the segment everyone's been waiting for, the Fashion God.
What are we doing?
The Fashion God is a segment that embodies the mantra of JoJo. We are going to place 2 characters head to head in the battle of the aesthetic. Now, what does this mean? Aesthetic only. No names, no power, no backstory. We'll be choosing people from part 1 to 7. So we'll get a range of characters from different parts. Don't worry, no spoilers here. Just the aesthetic, just the look of the characters. Now, how to win this tournament. The best aesthetic to us. Me and Eric are going to judge the aesthetic of these characters.
Now, it's 2 people voting, so who has the final say? I guess it's you.
I have the final say. This is
Okay.
my segment. Alright?
Alright.
It was my show. Alright. We will be referring to these peoples as numbers. So the girl is 1 and the guy is 2.
I guess you're
Now,
going to put these on the screen as well.
I'll put them on the screen.
Alright.
The girl in green is 1, the guy in blue is 2. Now, let's begin. Comments on number 1.
How do I feel about gold and green?
Gold and green. Well, this is colouring specifically by the JoJo colour team.
Okay.
But JoJo colours always whatever, because Araki always changes them. Gold and green. What do you think about this
How
character?
do I feel about this aesthetic, Christian?
How do you feel about this aesthetic? All the details involved. Got a turtleneck.
I'm kind of confused with what we're going for here.
Alright.
So, I'm guessing this is kind of like a tough woman,
Yes.
maybe some kind of armored ability or some heavy bug thing or maybe something like that going on.
No.
Hair's
Cornrows.
interesting.
Yeah.
We got the lip,
the
classic
makeup.
JoJo lips, the makeup.
Now.
I don't know. I feel like this is designed to be like a manly.
And you would be
female,
correct.
And I'm not really feeling it, to be honest.
You're not feeling it. You're not feeling this design.
Not feeling the character
Design.
Now the outfit's okay,
Alright.
because I get it's kind of like I don't know. Does Araki put everyone in a uniform, in like a school uniform?
No, this isn't a school uniform.
Well, it kind of is because it's got like the buttons and the.
Sure, there's
Yeah.
buttons. Alright, there's buttons. What have we got here? We got, you know,
I don't know about
armbands covering the bicep with little slits in them. Heaps of detail here.
lots of detail. No
What do you
doubt
think about
that.
the turtleneck and the V-neck combo?
I feel like we need to get rid of that turtleneck
Yeah.
and show me the chest.
Show me the chest. Now,
Not for,
Iraqi
not,
doesn't-
not specifically for like sex appeal, just to portray more strength from this character. I want to see how thick that neck is. I want to see how defined that collarbone is.
now,
We lose
okay.
her strength in transition because of the turtleneck.
What do you think about the shoulders, though?
Shoulders are strong.
Very JOJO'S
But
shoulders.
if we're going for strength here, we might as well go all out.
Yeah.
Not feeling that turtleneck. That turtleneck's throwing me off.
You're feeling the turtleneck.
And why doesn't it go down all the way to the bottom of a shirt?
That's true. Why doesn't it do that? Heaps of fashion questions for Iraqi. Alright, I would like a little more effort put into the belt. The belt's a little plain, a little
Sure.
simple.
But there's so much going on here, Christian.
There's, as always,
What-
JoJo,
again,
so much
like-
going on. Hairpins, crazy hair.
What would you say is the defining feature of this outfit?
The defining feature
It has to be the turtleneck,
is
right?
the turtleneck.
And
the
I'm
yellow
not liking
turtleneck.
it.
You don't like...
I'm not appreciating that turtleneck.
Okay,
It's
Alright.
also like, if it's the main feature of the outfit,
sure.
like, highlight it.
Alright.
We got a lot of gold going on, and the green is a warm green as well, so it all kind of like melts together. And the purple's not really like, it's a warm purple as well,
Yeah.
so you get lost
Yeah.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Alright. Move on to number 2. What do we think about this
Some
gentleman?
kind of weatherman.
Sure. Don't ignore the ability because I couldn't find a better picture.
Is his hair always like that?
Yes.
Okay.
He wears some sort of crazy hat with horns.
What's going on with that cog piece?
JoJo, notoriously known for cock pieces.
Okay.
That's extra points, surely.
Surely, yeah, I think so. Now, what I appreciate about this is the neck.
The neck?
Show me that neck.
You need to see the neck.
I need to see the neck.
But it's a female character.
I get it, but there's ways to do it.
Yeah.
How do I feel about the slits in the outfit?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the slits are not like
Yeah, they're slits.
nude color shirt.
They're slits.
It all kind of points me up to one direction, which I appreciate. The focal point of this is indeed the man.
Yeah.
It's all blue.
It's
and
very
gold.
simple.
Blue and gold. It's simple, Christian. This is what
Simple,
I like to see.
effective.
I like this design because I get it.
You get it.
I get it. Right? It's not ridiculous.
Over designed.
It's not over designed. We don't have a turtleneck on this as well.
Yeah.
Alright? We don't have chainmail under this
Yeah.
for no reason. What's going on with that hand there? Can I see it?
It's got a little piece of armor on it.
Okay.
A little piece of padding.
Yeah.
So,
Simple,
clean.
clean. I think that's the most simple and clean.
Everything matches up.
I see, Christian, the cool blue with the warm skin color
Yeah.
gives me some contrast to look at.
A little bit of brown, a little bit of gold.
Yes.
A little bit of white as
I
well.
appreciate the warm and then the cold.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
And that's what there's no like
What's
clash.
in that hair there? Is that kind of
Little
hair pick?
horn.
Okay.
Little horns coming out of these hair.
Is it on the other side as well?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Just can't see it here. So I think it's pretty clear of who wins this round.
Number 2.
Number 2 takes the W.
Okay.
Sorry to number 1, but you're too
Too
much for us to enjoy the aesthetic.
I don't know if I need those patches on the tits. I don't
fair.
know if I need that hairpiece as well.
JoJo notorious for hairpieces for women,
Okay.
or just hairpieces in general.
Yeah.
We saw in the latest episode, Bruno has some hairpieces, but it's subdued.
Okay.
So we appreciate the simplistic over the overcomplicated craziness.
Yes. And the
Right.
contrast in hue to give me something to focus on.
Sure. Now, to be fair, all of these are coming from the JoJo Colored Adventure additions.
Okay.
So we're going to keep it fair.
All right.
Yeah. Cool.
Done.
That's the end of the segment. Now, questions. The mailbag. This is where people can submit questions to the show. Write it in the comments.
Did you gather any, Christian?
I got one.
All right.
We only got one question this week because it's the first episode.
Yep.
From the Discord, you can join if you want. What is the Red Force Discord?
There'll be a link.
There'll be a link in the box below.
Yes.
From Aspen Log. What is the most useful stand in your daily life?
I mean, this is probably a question for you.
Question for me, Rohan's Heaven's Door. You instantly touch someone, they fall to pieces, you can mind control, you can do all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get the crazy manga abilities on top.
No, you gotta...
That's trading.
Okay.
That might be trading, I don't know. Heaven's Door, you can
the
program
stand, I want
shit.
the crazy manga ability.
I don't know if it comes into territory.
Okay.
Though. I reckon Heaven's Door is probably the most useful. Because you can get whatever you want.
Okay.
You just write things in people and they do it.
Now, he flicks ink onto the page and fills in the black spots, Christian.
He's a master at his art.
Alright.
But I don't think that counts as the
I think
ability.
that's a little bit of power fantasy for Araki, right, in that character.
Sure. Self-insert, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric has no answer. But that's the JoJo show.
Okay.
First episode. Now, the format of the review/discussion.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. These episodes are content dense. So there's a lot to talk about in these episodes. Next episode, I anticipate just a fight. So it won't maybe
It shouldn't be
that
as long because we don't have to preface everything with this is what we're doing.
Yeah, so first episode might be longer than the rest of them.
Okay.
So that's the end of the show. Subscribe. Like that. Hit that like button.
Weekly episode of this, Christian.
Weekly episode of this, and you also get a weekly episode of the One Piece
More
show.
content on the channel. There we go.
Two shows a week for the people.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's it.
Done.
JoJo show episode 1 in the bag.
What do you want to sign off with, Christian? What do you got? We got Shanks is the God King for the podcast.
Shanks is the God King.
Shanks is the God King. There we go.